It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 22nd of July. I'm Michael Groff. Another day with relatively dry conditions and excessive heat here in the valley, but then the weather pattern turns very active as we head into the weekend and through much of next week with increasing clouds, rain chances, the potential of heavy rain and flash flooding, and temperatures headed way down. It's a possibility by Monday or Tuesday we could have afternoon highs almost 20 degrees cooler than that which we experience today. So there's a lot going on. We'll get into it here in just a moment. But first, it is Friday, so that means it's Photo Friday here, and that's where we take a look at some of the photos and or videos that you guys have submitted. And first up, we'll start with the one and only Michelle. We did have some thunderstorms out here at Studio B over the weekend, and Michelle caught some of that lightning on video. This is just a little snippet of that. And after not getting much in the way of rainfall this monsoon season, we actually had some decent precipitation here in Avondale both Saturday and Sunday. Then we move up to Willow Creek. Steve has a couple of pictures, some clouds, some storms up that way, although mostly he says it's just been hot temperatures. That's been the story. Owen up in Page, another gorgeous picture there. And boy, those are some ominous looking clouds as well. Storm ongoing there. And the good news is just about everybody statewide is going to get in on the increased precipitation chances this coming weekend and early next week. And boy, could they ever use it up in Page and Lake Powell, as we have chronicled here for quite some time. David Nielsen over in the White Mountains, love to see pictures like this as well. You've got those cumulus clouds ongoing. This probably will be Michelle's favorite batch of pictures. You've got those fluffy clouds, those cumulus clouds that she loves so much. And it just looks absolutely gorgeous. I bet the weather over there was great. Temperatures much cooler, of course. If you want to get away from the desert heat, head over to the White Mountains. Always about 25, 30, 35 degrees cooler in some of those spots than here in Phoenix. Then Joe gives us some proof that there was actually some rain out there in Sun City West. Yes, look at that. Some rain, the puddles that are out there. And the local news media would probably just go absolutely crazy looking at that because, you know, they love to capture the rainfall and the puddles. We're standing out here next to a puddle like they've never seen rain collect before. And then we go to Tyler, our young storm chaser out there. He's filling in for Ryan Seek this week because I don't have any Ryan pictures. But boy, look at that prolific lightning. I love that. And Tyler's been storm chasing all around the Southwest and the Southern Plains this summer. From Arizona to New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, all good stuff. Love to see that. And finally, I don't know how many of you have been out during the past week during the evening hours. Probably not many of you because it's been so hot. But if you have been treated to at least 3 of the most glorious sunsets that I've ever seen in nearly 4 decades of living here in the desert Southwest. And luckily, you guys caught all of those. First of all, this is from Brandon down in Maricopa. This is from last Saturday night. And that is just spectacular. I love that. And as if that's not enough, then on Wednesday night, the sky was this incredible golden color, and then it kind of faded into this orange and red. It was beautiful. And Michelle and I turned to each other at one point and said, I wonder if Beth caught this picture. She is our very regular contributor for these sunsets. And of course, she did. So there it is from Wednesday night. And then Thursday night, very similar story, a bit slightly different colors, but still absolutely glorious. And I know if you're watching this on your phone or even your PC, even a big monitor, it probably just doesn't do it the justice that it deserves. But there it is, just Arizona in all its glory, and we love it. And I just can't say it enough each and every week. Thank you to everyone, all of you guys, for all of your storm shots, your cloud shots, mountains, deserts. It's all sensational. I appreciate each and every one of you. Photo Friday, we do it every week. And if you want to get in on it, you can do so. groffshow@gmail.com is my email address. That is GROFFshow@gmail.com for Photo Friday. All right, let's get into it here. First, we'll take a look at that almanac from yesterday. 110 degrees, the afternoon high. 90 was the morning low. Another day with a mean temperature at or above 100 degrees. And I will tell you this, through the first 21 days of July, we are so far on pace to have the hottest July we have ever had here in Phoenix, even surpassing the dreaded 2020. But with cooler temperatures expected as we head into the weekend and through much of next week, we will not have the hottest July ever. It will probably come in at second place, but still sizzling out there. Normal high 106, normal low 85. Looking outside right now here at 11:10 a.m., We've got partly cloudy sky out there, 106 degrees already at Sky Harbor, dew point at 56, relative humidity 19%, winds are light, barometer is steady. The upper air look across the country, and yes, the pattern is slowly going to be undergoing a transition here. We've got a ridge that's sitting right on top of us. Upper heights, about 596 or 597 decameters. That's the upper 97th, 98th percentile of climatology. And that means we are baking under that ridge for one more day. And so excessive heat will continue here. But that ridge is going to start to move off to the northeast, and that will open the door for a significant surge of monsoon moisture to come in here, as well as a couple of disturbances, which will enhance our rain chances over the next several days. Here's the watch warning map underneath that ridge. Heat advisories and excessive heat warnings extend from Kansas and Nebraska through Missouri, south and eastward into Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi. Here in Arizona, southeast California, and up into the Mojave Desert, we have an excessive heat warning for us here in Phoenix. That's in effect through 8 p.m. this evening. And we also have heat advisories up in the northeast U.S. Convective outlook for today, a number of marginal risks for severe storms where you'd expect them to be this time of year over the central and northern tier states. Okay, and now here's the good news. This is the precipitation outlook valid through Friday morning of next week, and rain amounts here in Phoenix now in excess of 1 inch. And look at those totals up across northern and eastern Arizona, as well as along the southern border, southeast Arizona and northwest Mexico. Rain amounts in those locations, 2 to 4 inches plus. Much needed rain as a very active monsoon pattern, a pattern on steroids, comes into the southwest. And we'll detail that right now as we get to the models. Have a look at it. This is the GFS. It's the 12Z run, and this is valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. There's our impressive ridge still in place here across the southwest, but beginning its move to the north and east. Still upper heights between about 596 to 597 decameters under that for us today. So what it means down at the surface, sinking air, so just partly cloudy sky and plain old hot, excessively hot. High temperatures this afternoon here in Phoenix, 111 to 114, and maybe even a degree hotter than that, especially in the hottest deserts of southeast California, southwest Arizona. Widely scattered showers and thunderstorms develop over the east, central, and southeastern mountains and across northwest Mexico today, but they will not make it into our area, at least not tonight. Speaking of, tonight partly cloudy and very warm, overnight lows in the mid-80s to low 90s. And then tomorrow, this will be something of a transitional day as our ridge moves off to the north and east, deeper southeasterly flow develops, and an inverted trough is approaching us from northwest Mexico. So the majority of the day in Phoenix tomorrow sees partly cloudy sky, dry conditions, high temperatures 105 to 109. That's still pretty hot, but that's several degrees cooler than today. And scattered showers and thunderstorms develop over eastern Arizona, and they will be pushed toward the lower deserts by the evening hours. And then by tomorrow evening, some of those storms could roll in here. We're going with a 30% chance of rain for Saturday night. And the main threat from thunderstorms tomorrow night here in Phoenix will still be strong gusty winds and blowing dust, although some rain is certainly possible with the heavier storms. Now, Sunday is shaping up to be an interesting and active day weather-wise across the state, with the inverted trough now in place, stronger winds coming in aloft, steeper lapse rates, cooler air in the mid-levels, and significant tropical moisture now flowing in. In fact, look at these precipitable water values by 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. And you've got PWATs up around 2.25, almost 2.5 inches across south central Arizona. That's the highest you will ever see these values get in Arizona. It's incredible amounts of atmospheric moisture. So the threat here from thunderstorms will shift from one of severe weather on Sunday to that more of efficient rain producers, heavy rain, and maybe even some flash flooding from the heavier storms by Sunday night and beyond. Meanwhile, for the day on Sunday, mostly cloudy, and yes, numerous showers and storms around, high temperatures, upper 90s to around 101. Moving to Monday, this is one of those days that will leave a forecaster scratching their head or pulling out their hair, because it is littered with complexity and uncertainty. One thing we can be very sure of is that there will be copious amounts of tropical moisture here over the southwest. That will not be a limiting factor by any means. Beyond that, we are watching the potential of another closed low or an inverted trough here over the southwest. And if that isn't indeed the case, then there would be plenty of dynamic forcing, plenty of mechanical lift in the atmosphere to take that moisture and just wring it out and give us numerous showers and thunderstorms. If that doesn't materialize quite as advertised here, then we'd have to rely on thermodynamic support, as we often do in the summer. That is the sun. The sun heats the ground, that heats the air, that causes those showers and storms to bubble up. The problem is, we think there's going to be a lot of cloud cover around here on Monday, and that would limit the thermodynamic support. So we might be left in kind of a soupy air mass with just a lot of clouds around and occasional showers and storms. Either way, I think we will have a number of showers here on Monday, some thunderstorms, some would produce some locally heavy rain. We're going to keep the rain chance up at around 60% because I generally tend to favor a solution that shows at least some disturbance or perturbation over the southwest to contribute to extra shower and thunderstorm development. And so any storm would be a very efficient rain producer. So for Monday, high temperatures likely held down because of the clouds and the precipitation, likely only in the mid to upper 90s. And it is very possible we could be even cooler than that. You know, every summer we have a day or two like this where highs struggle to make it to 90 degrees. That does happen once in a great while here. And Monday could very well be one of those days. And Monday night could continue to see numerous showers and storms. As we go to Tuesday, again, kind of a complex forecast. I expect, again, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny sky, high temperatures, again, mid-90s to near 100, and that's about it. By Wednesday, the forecast probably starts to transition to at least an active but somewhat less so monsoon forecast. Still, we're going to keep a pretty high chance of showers and storms in the forecast. And same thing for Thursday. High temperatures probably warming back up to around the upper 90s to near 103, but that's still a few degrees shy of average. And that ridge of high pressure will finally reestablish itself over the Great Basin and give us kind of an east or northeasterly flow aloft. But that's still really good for bringing storms off of the mountains and into the lower deserts each afternoon and evening. All right, now here is a week from today. This is Friday the 29th, and still ridging sitting to the north of us, rather active monsoon pattern would still be in place, at least what we call a mid-grade monsoon forecast. So scattered afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms with us, high temperatures at or maybe still just a shade below average. As we go out 10 days, this is Sunday the 31st, and still high pressure is lingering around the southwest, maybe centered somewhere in northern Arizona around the Four Corners, so at least a fairly standard monsoon forecast in effect. Hot, humid, scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms. All right, let's check rainfall for Phoenix. This is going out through the 5th of August, coming off of the European ensemble. And I should explain this here. This is a 51-member ensemble. Each one of these model members has its own initialization parameters and physics that it uses. And that's why we get these crazy model spreads sometimes, because each model is its own solution. So you've got, a couple of members here that show a tenth of an inch, barely anything. You've got another member that I see on there that is up at 6.9 inches of rain over the next 2 weeks. In these kinds of things, you usually discount the outliers. I don't think we're going to see 4 or 5 or 6, 7 inches of rain. I just don't. The ensemble mean is about 2 inches. That could be realistic. I expect there probably will be places around the valley that over the next couple of weeks do experience that kind of rainfall. Maybe not everywhere, but that is very possible. That's realistic. It is the monsoon after all, and we are looking at an active pattern. That is another thing that this ensemble definitely portrays, is an active weather pattern will be in here. But 7 inches of rain, probably not. All right, as we check temperatures, this is off the national blend of models. And again, very hot today, but then temperatures do lower. And again, it is very conceivable we stay under the triple digits here at some point, Monday or Tuesday or even Wednesday of next week, before temperatures do rebound at least a little bit, but maybe staying just shy of average. All right, that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. But fear not, we are on a 7-day schedule. That means my next video back here tomorrow morning because of the active weather. So if you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. Music fans, check it out. My streaming station available 24/7, 365. It is called KMGX, whereupon we play a ton of music, have a lot of fun while doing that. Myself and the one and only Michelle are involved in the programming and operation of that station. Our blood, sweat, and tears are all over it. It's not really gross. It just means it's our labor of love. So give it a listen. I leave a link to it in the description. All right, thank you so much for watching. All of your continued support, it is immensely appreciated. You guys be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated out there, and have yourselves a great Friday. And we'll see you back here tomorrow.